University education is simply to learn some art, materialistic art. It is not education. Education is different. Education is Brahma Vidya, self-realization. Therefore in politics, the so-called leader, because there is no standard, they change government. Revolution. Why? From nature study we can see one tree is producing a particular type of fruit and flower. There is no revolution, it is standard. But these people, because they have no standard, they change every moment, every year. Nature's way, the sun is rising from the eastern side, that is standard. These rascals, they will say, let the sun rise from the north. It is childish, simply childish. Eastern philosopher, Western, what is this philosophy? Philosophy is philosophy. Why the talk of Eastern, Western? Eastern sun, Western sun. Sun is always Eastern, never Western. How one can say Western sun? It is in the water, but the water is not over it. If the water increases, it also increases. See, there is no water on the leaf. Here it is. The water must be always down. Falling from the top of the Sumeru hill, big tree, and the juice, after falling down, turns into a river of mango juice. And the blackberries, they are just like the body of elephant, a small seed. They also turn into river, Jambunam, and the both sides of the river being moistened by the juice and dried by air and interacted by the sunshine, it becomes gold. And that gold is used for the denizens of heaven, for the ornaments, helmets, bracelet, belt. Where is gold here? Paper. They cannot make even gold coins. They are reducing into poverty. In our childhood we have seen gold coins, current, silver coin. Now there is no such thing. Plastic. Paper and plastic. This is their advance. Yes, it is a nice garden.
Yes.
Huh?
Things are very
Yeah.
rapidly reducing.
There will be no rice, no wheat, no sugar, no fruits, gradually. So much sinful activities, they must be punished like that.
There's a question from the lawyer.
Don't come near. What is that?
You want to know what is the relation between the Vedic culture of India and the cultures that originally were in Latin America? There seem to be some similarity, cultures such as the different Indian cultures.
Normally the whole world was Vedic culture.
Previamente en todas partes del mundo hubo la cultura védica.
They have deteriorated.
Se han degradado.
And India, simply glimpse is maintained still. And everywhere it is lost.
La India es solamente una pequeño favor, lo que más parte la exterior.
La cultura védica fue anterior a la cultura atlántica, por ejemplo.
¿Qué?
La cultura védica fue anterior a la cultura atlántica, de los Atlantes, de la Atlántida.
Why they are angry?
They're in a cage. They're in and we're out. One of those birds can be caught.
Only birds?
Do you have any other animals here?
¿Hay otros animales?
Yeah,
¿Dónde?
there are others.
¿Aquí qué dices?
Animals? No.
They're cats.
Is it bobcat or something?
Ese es el tigre venezolano llamado cunaguaro.
Mountain lion?
The local cat.
Local.
There's more. He asked a question about in Latin America there's much belief or superstition in this so-called lost city of Atlantis. It's very famous all around the Western world that there was a lost civilization called Atlantis that fell down into the ocean.
Maybe.
These are You said that by committing sinful activities, one has to be punished by the laws of nature. So if one is repentant, is he still punished?
Yes. Provided he is actually repentant.
That he's not punished?
Punished, but shortcut.
Por lo menos, sí, es muy sincero.
Karmani niddahati kintu cha bhakti bhaja. That is for the devotees, not for the non-devotees.
Solamente por los devotos, no por no.
Non-devotee must be punished.
No devoto debe ser castigado. Ask a lot that if there could be a Krishna conscious society, would this mean to stop the industry and technology?
Industry, technology, you can continue, but practically it has no use.
Puede continuarlo, pero prácticamente es inútil.
It's just like there is the bench. You can sit down on the ground, and to sit down little comfortably, you manufacture the bench. So for sitting down, you can utilize the ground, but you have unnecessarily wasting your time on manufacturing it. This is industry. Philosophy is that we have to save time for becoming fully Krishna conscious. That is our necessity. And if we divert our energy for sitting down comfortably, then time is wasted. That if there is natural, what is called, a mattress, and there is a natural pillow. So why should you manufacture pillow and mattress? This is Sukdev Goswami. And there is natural food, fruits. So, and if you want a still nice home, and go to the cave, it's already made. Why should you waste your time? This is the Bhagavad. But they are wasting time simply how to live in nice apartment, how to make a manufacture a nice mattress, pillow. This is. So the whole philosophy is save your time and make your life perfect within this short duration of life which you have obtained in this human form of life. Dullabhanga manusam janma. It is very rarely you have got. Utilize it. And if you don't utilize, if you waste your time in this bodily comforts and next life you become a cat and dog, then what is the benefit? They do not understand this.
Sometimes they raise, just as you pointed out in the preface of the Bhagavatam, that we're no longer in the dark ages in the sense that previously there was no communication due to the geographical boundaries. And that even though other forms of technology may be useless, at least it's very beneficial to have different forms of communication such as telephone, telegraph, things like this, television. This is actually necessary.
But that you can utilize for spreading Krishna consciousness, not for sense gratification. That is a defect. They are simply wasting time in sense gratification. If the telephone and the telegraph, television is used for propagating Krishna consciousness, then it is all right. But they are not doing that.
Los materialistas utilizan la televisión, la radio y todos los medios de comunicación para expandir la conciencia de Krishna. Eso es perfecto. Pero lo malo es que ellos están utilizando.
We are utilizing the modern press facilities for printing Vedic scriptures. But they are utilizing the press for sex literature, Freud's philosophy.
Ellos en vez de utilizar
Our policy towards the problem of overpopulation and food shortage in the world now, when the world leaders are not willing to do anything, what is our policy towards these problems?
You produce food, but you are producing bolts and nuts. You eat them.
Produzca alimentos. Usted está produciendo, ahorita hay bolts and nuts like metal.
Tuercas y pernas.
Tuercas y pernes.
Motor
Entonces,
tires.
cómolas.
You are producing motor tire, bolts and nuts. Use it.
Cómolas, los carros y tuercas y...
The energy is spoiled,
La energía es perdida,
creating problem.
creando problemas.
Everyone is engaged in manufacturing motor parts.
Todo el mundo está empeñado en fabricar los partes, repuestos de carros, o cómelos.
Pero el punto, analizándolo desde el punto de vista económico, la economía es mantenida por gente que está pegada a ese tipo de economía. Y ese tipo de personas tiene una conciencia mínima que solamente está hacia su economía, no quieren saber nada del movimiento, no quieren saber nada de solución a los problemas sociales. Entonces, ¿cuál puede ser una línea ascendente política que pueda seguir el movimiento para enfocar ese punto?
He's saying that he himself is involved with political leaders, and he said he's found they're completely unwilling, they don't want to hear anything about the solution, and they're completely stuck to their own way. So what can ISKCON do in the
They'll suffer, that's all.
Lo van a sufrir. He's saying, is there anything we can do in the political field to try to...
They will not take. They want to hear, don't want to hear us. Then they must suffer.
No quieren escucharnos, tienen que sufrir.
Pero sufrimos toda la raza humana. La raza humana es la que sufre lo...
He's saying all the human race is suffering due to the bad points of the leaders.
Yes, because the rascal leaders.
Yeah. So there's nothing that we can do. This food relief program that you started in India could also be used in other countries where there's also economic problems.
Why not? But
Sí.
prasadam, not ordinary food.
Prasadam, podemos dar prasadam, pero no alimento ordinario. Prasadam en gran escala.
From all our centers you can distribute food, prasadam. But that prasadam means they will gradually become Krishna conscious.
Prasadam significa que
Otherwise, if you give them ordinary food, they will get stagnant and they will increase their sex desire. That's all.
Wow. Podemos dar prasadam libremente en todos los templos. Gradualmente, there's the movement. There's a question. Who previously had been expert in mathematics, how can he use that for Krishna service if he's expert in mathematics?
Mathematics. So you can calculate after so many years, the whole universe will be destroyed.
Él puede calcular que después de tantos años todo el universo va a destruirse.
Lot of the universe, but everyone's life, this body will be destroyed. Bhutta praliyate. And again you get another body, it will stay for so many years. Again you annihilate, again you get. In this way, eternal time is being wasted.
No solamente
In the modern world, the engineers are designing everything. So how could an engineer use his talent for Krishna?
Design a temple, nice temple.
diseñar un muy bello templo.
¿Y cómo puede hacer?
There are wonderful temples.
En India hay
Claro.
templos maravillosos.
Very expert engineering.
En ingenieros muy expertos.
And they were ordinary men. But the engineer was so nice that nobody can manufacture such temples in the whole world. Still.
Ellos eran hombres ordinarios y aún así ellos hicieron templos tan maravillosos que nadie puede hacerlos hoy en día en el mundo.
Take
Probably. That was very wonderful what you explained, that previously the people would build a very wonderful temple and the ordinary people would just live in very common, simple house.
Not for themselves. They knew the art, how to manufacture a nice building, but did not care for personal use. It was used for Krishna. Sometimes only the kings, in order to keep their position, they used to have gorgeous building. Otherwise, ordinary man's cottage. To live in cottage means to save time.
Vivir en una choza significa salvar tiempo, ahorrar tiempo. The Prabhupada? In one of the magazines I read that there was a saint who he didn't even construct a rack.
Yes, Ramaharsha.
Ramaharsana, él ni siquiera se tomó el tiempo de construir una choza.
Bhagavad Gita it is said, Jagyan bhavanti pujjana. Jagyan bhavanti pujjana. If there is timely cloud and rainfall, this ground can be moistened very easily. But they won't perform yoga, therefore there is scarcity of cloud and rain. Now they have to manufacture this sprinkler.
Porque no hay sacrificio.
And it is not perfect.
Porque no hay sacrificio.
Another question, Prabhupada. He said that you stated that Kali Yuga will last for around 400,000 more years and then it'll be finished. That the culture will gradually degrade, people will become very short, and so on and so forth. So he's wondering if there will be geographical changes in the world, or if the culture as we know it now will simply disappear, or how the people will be. More or less, he's wondering what will become of the earth.
Because they will not get sufficient food, shelter, bodily necessities, just like it is already declined. Already declined. Just formerly in our childhood we saw the Western people very tall. Now they are not tall. They are decreasing already.
Okay, originalmente la gente.
In the Western countries still there are some, but in other countries they are very lean, thin and tall. Stature of the body will decrease. Memory will decrease.
Tampoco son
It
muy
is already taking place. So in this way, just imagine 400,000 years after what will be the condition.
Por ejemplo,
You take mathematical calculation.
Por ejemplo, ahora mismo, los países occidentales hay buena salud, pero en otros países la gente son muy flacos, muy débiles y mala salud. Y también no va a haber buena comida ni lugar para dormir ni nada. Gradualmente. He's asking again about geographically, like as far as temperatures and the different continents. That's he's interested in.
Yes, gradually everything will be barren. At the end of annihilation, everything will be barren, and by scorching, the sunlight will be 12 times higher. So everything will be barren and burned into ashes.
El sol se vuelve 12 veces más caliente. Todo es quemado.
Remember that when Hiranyaksha, he was taking the gold from the earth, you know? Hiranyaksha, he was taking the gold from the earth, right?
Oh, yeah.
He said Hiranyaksha was taking the gold from the earth. Hiranyaksha.
No, they're taking the oil. So it is like the weight. The oil makes weight in some parts of the globe, no? So when they take it and they put it some place there, or they convert it in air, that the air is losing weights in some parts. That is not going to
I
cause.
think I have explained this.
Sí, en los libros ya explicó.
That instead of contemplating what will happen to this world, you have got a short duration of life, say 50, 60 years. You chant Hare Krishna and go back to home. You don't consider what will happen to this world. The nature will take care of it. You don't puzzle your brain with these thoughts. You utilize whatever time you have got in your possession and go back to home.
En vez de preocuparnos tanto por lo que va a pasar a este mundo, simplemente debemos tratar de utilizar esta pequeña corta duración de vida para cantar Hare Krishna y en esta vida regresar a casa, porque la ley de la naturaleza se hará.
You cannot check it. Best thing is that you mold your life and go back to home.
Lo que va a suceder usted no puede pararlo. Mejor es que amolde su vida y regrese a casa, regrese a Dios.
Oil in your own machine. Instead of thinking what will happen, they will happen because people will go on with their rascal civilization. natural consequences will be there. You better take advantage of whatever time you have got and become fully Krishna conscious and go back to home.
I am proverbial in
And we are thinking, you are crazy, you are losing the opportunity of life. Therefore I wrote that who is crazy. They have got this opportunity, human form of life, to make a solution of all problems, but they do not care for it. They are simply allured to temporary happiness of this body, and the body will finish within some years. That they do not take care. They think it is all in all, body.
So that's animal life.
The animal civilization. The animal is running without motor car, we are running on motor car. That is the difference. Smallpox. One who does not know the science, he will say accident. It is not accidental. You contaminated the disease somewhere and now it is visible, manifest. There is nothing that is accidental. Otherwise, why it is Brahma Samhita says, Sarva Karana Karana. Karana means cause. Everything has got cause. The ultimate cause is Krishna. The cause is petrol, power. But what is the cause of this petrol, they do not know.
That's real science to know.
Huh?
That would be real science to know the cause of the petrol.
Yeah. How petrol is produced in so large quantity, who has made this arrangement, how it is producing, they are not interested.
So as you're saying then, just to manipulate the petrol in different ways, that's like the art, as you've been saying.
That's all. They cannot produce petrol.
So that would be the real...
Just like gold is already there, manufactured by God. You can make only different types of ornament, that's all. Everything. This metal covering up this body. You have not produced this metal. That's like the carpenter. The carpenter has not produced the wood, nor the metal instrument, nor himself, but he is working. His body is also not produced by him. That is also made by Krishna. His intelligence is also made by Krishna. Krishna is giving the body, Krishna is giving the intelligence, Krishna is giving the wood, Krishna is giving the instrument. Not if you produce some furniture, to whom it will belong? To the carpenter or to the supplier of everything? We'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it. The carpenter claims that I have done it. That is foolishness. You have done it as a worker. And you have been supplied with everything. Your intelligence, your food, your instrument, your ingredient. Therefore the supplier should be the proprietor, not the carpenter.
practically the law everywhere.
everywhere.
Carpenter comes and he pays.
And he is given payment, he is given food, shelter, everything to work for Krishna. Now, Krishna, Bhaktaram, so Jagatamasam. Whatever activities are going on there, the enjoyer is Krishna. Nobody else.
So that's a like a new.
Huh?
That's like a new light that you've given. I noticed in your lectures you're always saying that these things are art. It took a while for me to understand.
Yes. Nothing belongs to you. Why should you claim it is yours? They are claiming North America ours, South America ours. How it became yours? It was already there. When you came as an immigrant, it becomes yours. That means they are claiming it is our property. And the Gyanis, they are living that this is Mitha and Jivita. Both of them are wrong.
Wow.
It is created by somebody. How you can say Mitha? False.
Wow.
Mahabharata says Brahma Sattva Jagat Mithya. The whole cosmic manifestation is false. How it is false? And Kurmis, they are claiming unnecessary, it is mine. Creator is different person and is claiming mine. That is also false.
So they're both envious of Krishna.
They do not know Krishna. Foolish.